Hi guys, it's Dana from Lovely Stampin', and I wanted to do a quick video tutorial today to show you how to create these cute Halloween treat boxes. I have a little witch hat here with a swivel bottom where you can put treats inside, and this cute candy corn that's created the same Thinlit as the witch hat, the Cutie Pie Thinlits. Let's start with the candy corn. I've gone ahead and cut things with my Big Shot to save time in the video. I think you guys know how to Big Shot. If you don't, just pop me a quick email and I can teach you how really quickly. So I cut 2 white pieces with this Thinlit and my magnetic platform. That's a lifesaver. And then I cut a piece of pumpkin pie and crushed curry. This time I just needed the triangle portion, so I didn't worry about if I didn't have a piece big enough. I didn't want to waste all of that. So first of all, let's go ahead and put our box together. I'm just going to fold at all of the score lines. And this one we're going to put together just as the instructions are, so it's going to look like a slice of pie. Super easy, and I'm going to use my fast fuse to put this together. And all I need is to glue on this tab and this tab. Now, I'm going to put, make sure I do this right, these 2 top tabs together. So let's lay this one down right on top of one another. See, I did it backwards. I knew I was going to do that. Okay, so one of these needs to go the opposite direction. Now I'm going to put these 2 top tabs together. You can see how they fit together now. Okay, and then I'm going to, this is the glue side I've already glued, attach that side together, and then I need to put more fast fuse on this tab. Kind of difficult to do when you're holding it. There we go. Okay, fix those back together. And there we go. And you might want to use a pair of scissors or bone folder to kind of seal the inside of your box. Make sure it's glued really well. And then we have our treat holder portion, slice of pie. But we're going to make it into candy corn. So now we're going to take our 2 pieces of colored cardstock. Get some of that glue off of my paper here, and we're going to trim all, I don't know if you can see these lines, we're going to trim these bits off. I'm just going to use scissors for this part since there's already a line there as a guide. Okay, now to make our piece to fit here, we're going to cut this at 1/2. So this line here, I'm going to line it up to 1.5. No, 1 1/4, I'm sorry. And just trim. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing with the crushed curry, except we're going to cut it at a different length. We're going to line it up at 1 1/4. Be sure you hold it in place really well. And then I'm just kind of guessing on that part. Maybe line it up at 1.5 to cut off the top. Okay. And then we have our 2 candy corn pieces. Get that out of the way. Now, I'm just going to use snail to glue these pieces on directly onto the box. And you could do this on front and back, so you could turn it either direction. And then you'll just decorate it however you like and fill it with yummy goodies. Now I do want to point out, in these framelits there is this triangle here that you could use, but it's more like a frame, and I wanted my candy corn to cover the whole box, so that's why I used the main Thinlit. So easy enough, and a cute treat for Halloween. Now, let's work on the witch hat. So much fun. What we're going to do is start out with cutting 4 of these from Old Olive. So I've already done that ahead of time. And then we are going to trim off this part we don't need. Basically what you want to do is have a tab on the side and a tab on the bottom. And that will be what will hold our hat pieces together. And it doesn't have to be precise, just to make sure that you have those tabs. Okay. Now, I've gone ahead and done the other parts, but we want to decorate our hat before we put it together. And so I've used the 2014-2016 in color washi tape and a basic black marker. First, I'm going to do this splattered background with the marker, and all you'll do is take your lid off and kind of flick the marker ink onto your paper. Super duper easy. Okay, and I'm going to do the Blackberry Bliss washi tape first. Just kind of measure how much I need. And I don't know if you can see that score line, but I'm going to put this washi tape just a little bit up from that score line and then just fold it out of the way. Same thing with the Changelo twist. Just a little higher up from the Blackberry. Okay, now I'm going to use Fast Fuse to attach these together. I'm going to put this one right on the tab from the other. Make sure I get it good on the tab. Okay, and then here, my last tab, I'm going to glue it around. I'm going to use Fast Fuse again. Make sure I'm on that. Okay, and then just bring that on around to attach together. Same thing, you might want to use a bone folder or a pair of scissors to make sure that's sealed good on the inside. And then we have our top of our hat. Now you have these tabs on the bottom. These are what we're going to use to glue to the base. Now, our base, if you remember, is a circle, and then it has circles on the bottom for you to fill your treat with. Fill in your whole treat holder with. So to create that, we're going to use the circles framelits, the largest, and then I think this is a 2 inch. So when you put those in your Big Shot, you'll lay them out on your basic black, just like that, so you can just cut it all at one time. And this is what you'll end up with. So that's our main base. Now we want something to cover that so our treats don't fall out. We're going to use a 2.5 inch circle punch. And just cut. I kind of cut that off a little bit, but that's no big deal. It's just the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to use my paper piercing tool to get a hole. We're going to layer these on top of each other, but we want to make sure that 2.5 inch circle is centered That way the treats don't come out. Then I'm just going to pierce a little hole there and stick in one of these silver mini brads. We're going through both sheets of paper on that. So now those are attached, and I have my swivel for my treat holder. So fun. Okay, so I'm going to flip that over, and then I'm going to use Fast Fuse to glue the hat on top. So what I want to do is take my hat and flip out all of those tabs. That's going to make it easier for us to put the Fast Fuse on. So we're just going to go around, put that Fast Fuse on those tabs. Make sure you're on the tabs and not your scrap paper, all the way around. This stuff is super gooey if you use it right, and I'm not using it right, so that's the problem. You want to make sure you always slide to the right, and then the next time you use it, slide to the left. That way it kind of cuts your glue. Now, fold those back down, and we're just going to stick it right on top. I'm going to take this sheet away because it's covered in that sticky glue. Okay, so we just want to stick this right on top and press down firmly. And then you can open this up and kind of seal those edges with your finger. Okay, now you've got your treat box. And I just wanted to add a little more oomph, so I'm going to top it with some linen thread, a bow. I'm using 2 pieces here. I'm just making a quick little bow. Super easy. And then I'm just going to attach that with some glue dots. 1 is probably enough. And then stick that right on top. And there you have a cute little witch hat treat holder and our fun candy corn. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, feel free to comment on my website, and we'll see you next time.